We are back at the studio, and today is Saturday. Studio is empty and closed yet for another hour, and gives me just time for myself. I don't have to turn the music on. I actually like to work out like this in a quiet space. During the like a lot of people asking like if I do my cardio with the music, what my favorite music to listen to. Um, I listen to everything. Uh, if there is even if there is nice country, like I'll listen to country. And funny enough, my son actually can sing a little country if you ever lucky enough, and he goes goofing around and yeah, he can put some couple of nice tunes in there. But if the music is great, I can listen to it. Doesn't matter what it is. However, I think because of my dance background and especially because of me teaching dance fitness program, and I had to uh, dance a lot for different things. On top of that, working at a gym when the music is always playing, and try to be in an environment when the music, first of all, is repetitive. Very often you go to the gym and it's like the same album is playing, and then you go to the car and it's the same music is playing. It's like your top 40 is playing everywhere, right? So it started to actually get annoying. That's why people like listening to their own music, which is great, but very often that is the only time for them in the gym to actually enjoy their own music. I have listened to most music throughout my dance fitness work and throughout my gym work. So when I'm working out by myself or doing my cardio, especially when I'm doing my cardio outside late, like very early and it's dark, I prefer to be aware of my surroundings, and I actually prefer to be in a quiet space in my head. So I do not listen to any distractions because I like to think. I like to go deep into my thoughts, clean things up in there, get rid of things that I do not need to think about, visualize my stuff, and focus on certain things and think things through. And it's not like feelings or thoughts of anxiety or anything like that. No, I am very strategic with my thinking because I have trained my thought process for probably the last decade, and I can completely quiet my brain and stop thinking and have absolutely empty space in there, and then I can take my thought and think it through, right? And especially if I have a task at hand. And for example, right now we are getting ready for this competition. So my thought process on my cardio or during my training or when I am just by myself in a car driving, I also do not listen to music. I am actually thinking of the color of the costume, the how I'm gonna, what I'm gonna, what I want to look like, how want my hair to look like, if I'm going to be making new bikini or if I'm going to be using same bikini. Um, Now I think I picked the wings up. Like I found a company that is making them, and just now going through the process of thinking and coordinating in my head the colors and the shoes that I'm gonna be wearing, the bikini that I'm going to be wearing, right? So then we are getting so what 1 month and 18 days to the show. We are 7 weeks out right now. So now is going to be a crunch time for registration is going to start on September 17 in a week. Then I will need to arrange for my tickets. Then I will need to arrange for my Airbnb in there. So that is going to be quite a bit of expenses and coordination. When to leave, when I'm going to be planning to arrive, how much time I want to spend there, depending, of course, on the budget, how much I will be able to let myself do things, how I can raise more money in order to be able to actually comfortably go there. And like business wise, it's all picking up here in downtown because kids are back to school, people are back to normal lives. Summer is over, time to crunch things up with everything, right? So like all of that stuff is going in my head, right? Planning and organizing, visualizing, going there, knowing that I have to compete against people who have been doing it a few times already, who has that experience and confidence to go on stage at that time. So, and that's what I'm going to be facing. Plus, it's a new country, right? I have not been to Australia. It's quite exciting to go there. We'll see how things line up. And I was planning to bring my son with me. Again, it's going to depend on many different factors, and money one of them, right? So that's why I'm super grateful for any help you guys can I can get from my friends by setting that GoFundMe, right? So that was a huge help as well. So like so far I raised $1,300. It's great. It is going to cover certain expenses associated with the competition. And just to give you an example, the bikini that I was wearing last time cost about $1,200. The tickets going to be to Australia. So I'm most likely going to be wearing same bikini. I don't think I will be doing any new bikini this year, and because it's great, it's going to be it will be great to wear it on stage again, because like I only wore it once, and so I already have shoes, but I think I want to buy more Swarovski crystals in order to put on them to make them more glam, and but I will need to, of course, do my hair again. So that might be going to be another $600. Then tickets for the flights anywhere between 1,700 to 1,900 bucks to Australia. The accommodations most likely going to be close to $1,500. The registrations for the show will be, I think it's about 250 or 300 bucks. Then there is a tanning and makeup. That's another 250 bucks, I believe. I think based on the last competition. Then a stage photography, backstage photography, and most likely I'm going to do another photo shoot in there, because that's what I usually do, because that gives me enough materials for my promotions. And Australia most likely going to have very good scenery. most likely going to, like, Australia does have amazing scenery in there, and I would love to have as much memorabilia as possible from that competition, especially when I do not know if I'm going to be going there again, because I'm planning to go different countries with the pro shows. So yeah, so it's a lot to take, and plus I'm gonna stop working for this period of time, and I'm going to be away, all right? But I still have all of my current bills with my rent and I don't know, rental bills, right? So lucky enough, I do not have debts that I have to cover up, and my son is great at running our business. So yeah. Anyway, so that's a breakdown. So I estimate that I'm probably going to need about $8,000 just to comfortably go through the show, not working for that period of time, and have everything for me, so I don't have to stress out. And last show cost me about $5,000, and there was just enough money. Yeah. No, anyway, that was like a funny show. Okay, so it's we're going to do day 4. Today is day 4 of the training. So we are in the German volume. Day 4, we're going to do legs again. And if you haven't, if this is the first time you're logging in into this workout, then perhaps you should go and watch last episode of volume, intensity training, like the one phase before what we're doing right now, 5 days ago. So 5 videos ago, where I gave brief explanation what German volume is all about. But then on the day 1 of German volume, when I was explaining it to Brittany, I actually explained it in a much greater detail what German volume is all about and how I modified it, because I didn't find it strong enough to begin with at the very beginning when I originally got my hands onto that program. So I did not design a German volume. It's not me coming up with the name or idea of 10 sets, but what I did, I redesigned the concept of how many days you work out in one phase, right? And what kind of workouts I put in there. So during that time, I'm taking advantage of putting the 2 legs a day, 2 leg days into a 4-day segment, right? So yes, and tomorrow is going to be my rest day, and then we're going to repeat. And yeah, so it's actually quite a very cool workout because it is simple, and that's why I like it so much, and that's why my clients like it. And today is also weigh-in, so I'm going to quickly check my weight just to see where I'm at. Yeah, we're going to start doing some squats. Okay. And it's going to be quiet. I'll try to talk in a video, but it's kind of very weird to talk to yourself once you by yourself. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Good. Good numbers. Very good numbers. I think 41. 8. 57. 9. 5. 16. So basically, what we are looking for right now, it's a fluctuation. Hold on, today is September 10. So from September 4 to September 10, so last week I had my periods, and during periods, usually the body changes the composition inside, so the scale will reflect it. The scale will reflect that stuff. So I always ask my clients, female clients, if they are on a period, because those who follow the meal plan will see how it fluctuates. Usually body fat go up, it will show dehydrated, and it will show that your muscle either go up or down, right? So it's like it's everybody show it differently and for a different amount of time. It could be a week before, it could be week after, it could be week off, it could be for the whole 3 weeks of the month. The fat is going to be jumping up and down, which is very frustrating. And I tell my clients, do not go on your own scale, only do weigh-ins on my scale. So hide your scale away because you do not know how to read it, and if you do not know how to read it, it's going to frustrate the shit out of you, right? So like for example, my weight now went up. So if you would only be on a weight loss program and you saw that your weight went up, and you're doing your diet, and you're doing your cardio, and you're doing your workouts, and your weight went up, and you are on your BMI scale, right? And the BMI scale will show your BMI index going higher, right? It will show you that you're getting fatter, and your body fat is going to go up, right? That will frustrate you. But knowing what I know and knowing how the scale operates, now I can see that my weight did go up by 1 pound. My body fat stayed the same from the last week weigh-ins. My water stayed the same from the last weigh-ins, but my muscle went up by 1 pound, right? So, and then everything else was staying the same. So, meaning that I know that my muscle is up, my periods are over. So next week when I'm going to be doing my measurements, it's going to show lower percentage of body fat. However, the scale that I do use, it's called FitScan, and it's a Tanita scale, right? And what's happening with Tanita scale, they have to have data of averaging data, right? So they will take athletic people that are looking approximately the same age, and like they will start to do measurements for them, right? But they will take average number. And then they will take people who is overweight or obese and they will average them up to the average number, right? When we are going through competitions and we are approaching the lowest amount of body fat, very often it is not going to be able to reflect properly on your scale simply because you are now outside of that average component. And therefore, you only can go by your look, right? So what I'm happy to see that it shows that my muscle is bigger, like higher in number, from 106 pounds to 107 pounds, right? And that reflected in my weight, so 141 pounds, right? But if I were to step on a BMI scale that shows you BMI index, being at 5'5", and being as heavy as 141 pounds, it's actually going to show that I'm overweight, right? So yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense. And so right now I'm like happy with what I see. I'm happy with like how my like body looks, that I'm leaner, and like I'm doing all of this stuff, and I see that the skin is now like practically detaching from my muscle. It means I don't have much fat anymore in this area. So, but what I'm looking for, like if you can see how little is right here, right? Like that much. So I can only pinch that much skin. And if I go on my core and I can still pinch a little bit more, so I want this to be like this, okay? And because I'm gonna go farther, because right here it's still way more body fat, and I want this pinch to be as big as this pinch in order to be able to see all of the leg striations, right? So like in a muscle separation from the body. But as an overall look, when I see at myself in the mirror and I check my abs and I check the like all of the striations of the shoulder started to come up, right? So I see that I am having a progress. No shit with everything that I've been doing so far. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put my shoes back on. And we're gonna start working out. If you ever have any questions about all of the scales and stuff, then give me a shout and I will direct you which one to buy. So, but again, BMI scale is not the best scale for measuring your progress when you are building your muscle or trying to lose body fat with workouts. If you don't work out and you're on some kind of crash diet and your only objective is to lose weight, then by all means do anything that is it you want. And it's not my place to tell you whether it's right or wrong. So I'm gonna grab my stuff. Be right back. Okay, so today day 4, sumo squats and stiff leg deadlifts. Beautiful. Glutes and glutes. Exciting. Okay. First I'm gonna warm up. Then we're gonna add some weights. Oh, cannot wait to see Tanya. Tanya is my massage girl. Yes. Okay. So, a good stretch on all of the joints. In one of the episodes, I was talking about different stretches and why I don't do static stretches during workouts. I keep touch base with that with most of my clients all the time. Okay. Yay. Remember just in time. Set it on. Got it. Those who are logging in for the first time, just a little reminder that this is not a tutorial of any kind. It's basically, I found a way to keep myself accountable, to go through my workouts, and my clients using the videos as well. When they work out, they can always log in into that specific day because that's exactly what my clients are doing. Same programs, same workouts. I modify it once in a while just for myself. But rather than that, throughout the series, I'm doing exactly like what I was doing for a long time. I may add periods of the workouts when I'm doing just lagging muscles, but as the progress, in order to have a progress, you need to have a system, and that's the system I'm working. Yep. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Whew. Let's step and lift. So today is sumo and stiff leg. And stiff leg is basically just the way I do it. It's very glute oriented workout. And I like that the most for my glutes. I'm gonna do first one on a lightweight. Now I'm gonna run after. And I like to play around with legs, with the feet position for the stiff leg deadlift. And I'll show you what I mean. But at first, we're gonna just start doing it the way I was always doing. Oh, nice stretch. The flexibility of my hamstrings are actually very good. They get tight, and every time my massage girl work on them, I definitely feel it. But I can bend over with my deadlift and put the bar on the floor and keep my legs straight. And it's simply because I have done it a few times. And my experience and flexibility and training and stuff allows me to do so, keeping my back completely straight. However, most of the clients that are just starting, and if you're brand new, I would not suggest that you would touch the floor, because that is going to really affect your back. And I will put the camera sideways and I'll show you, like from so you can see it from my side view, what I mean by that on the next one. You should remark it, otherwise we will forget. Yesterday was September 9. Shoulder press. Hold on, I'm just filling up the numbers from yesterday. 10, 35. Okay. One. Set number 2. Oh, I'm gonna add 15 pounds to this guy. Whew. So when doing German volume, I have enough experience with this, so I know by what set I will be fatiguing, and trying to see. It's not so much about heavy anymore. It's about endurance, going again and again and again. And how I increase my progressive overload is by having high quality contraction of muscles and slowing down the movement. I would rather to do it that way than adding extra weight and compromise my form. So when you're doing a stiff leg deadlift, hold on, let me just lower the camera so you can see the position of feet. Over here, okay. Right there. Right, so watch the back. As you're going down, your bum is going to the back, and as you go down, you can only go with the straight knees as much as probably until your back start doing this weird thing, right? So if you cannot hinge over the hip and keep hinging, then you should not be doing it. And the only trainer, or if you film yourself, you can see, right? So if you film yourself and you do not have a trainer, you need to watch for this in a video, right? As you can see, the back starts moving and the hips now looking down, right? So you need to make sure that the hips are keep looking up and your back is in completely straight. It almost feels like you are arching, right? That's it. You're definitely gonna feel very tight pull on the hamstrings. Use it as to stretch it. And as you get up, you just squeeze your glutes, right? So most likely that is going to be, that's a huge program for a lot of clients of mine when they just started training. Huge. Stretching is extremely important. I'm gonna turn this. So hopefully we're gonna be boom, 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 boom. Okay. I'm not gonna attempt that with the heavier weight right now on the first couple of repetitions. As I progress and they stretch enough, I'll do it to touch the floor. Y esto. All right, I want to try this. I want to try this way. See. Oh, I cannot align. I cannot see alignment. Okay. See if I'm going to be able to. This way. Okay. So there. Okay. That's interesting one. There. Okay. Whew. Worked. So I'm gonna go wider position of the feet, opening toes out on my next one. Whew. 3. That's the only drawback. Excuse me. Doing it away from the mirror. because you cannot see how you're lining up against the bar. You can only feel it. Which is okay. Do it long enough, you'll understand. But if you do it in front of the camera and put the camera in front, then you're gonna be able to see if you tilt it or not on any side. Whew. Whew. Now put feet together. And this one. Ooh, interesting. Definitely cannot go as low. Gosh, nice. This one goes directly into this part of my glute, like all straight up. Previous ones, so depending on a position, so here or here, right? But this one was touching the closest part. Oh, yeah. That's 4. Good. Back to regular. Hello. Whew. That was 5, halfway through. So basically, because I have done regular hip width position, like you can see it in there. So this is regular. That's what I normally do my stiff legs. But when I have 10 sets, then I alternate between regular, wide, and fit together. And what I felt today, regular position gives me, I don't know, 8 out of 10 satisfaction on the contraction of the muscle and burning and feel of it and everything. Not so much that this wasn't good contraction, it's just the amount of muscle I feel engaged. And I think because I've done it so much, they are kind of accustomed. When I did this, I definitely felt more, and I felt the most engagement on a very different area of the glute is when I put my feet together. So now, for the rest of these 5 sets, I will be doing feet together and feet wide for the stiff leg lifts, just to work those areas a little bit more. Morning. How are you? I'm awesome. Yeah. The feet together. We're gonna go from the back. Oh, feet. Whew. Oh, I definitely feel it. We're supposed to feel it. Oh gosh. 6. Put some Latin music. Latin. Latin. Yeah. Right. 6. Cheers. Number 7. Ooh, nice. Bachata. You got it. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, the music that definitely put a smile on my face is bachata. Yeah. Oh gosh. So wide stance. Sumo stance. Whew. That's good. Cheers. As you can see, I am playing with the partial movement here. That hits your glute like there is no tomorrow. I go too low and I don't come up all the way. And this is more like a hip thrust motion. Back, forward. Glute to the back. Eight, 9, and 10. Oh gosh. Eesh. Oh my god. Okay. Morning. Here I definitely need to align my scoliosis part. Because it's only bones that are looking different directions. Muscles are still straight. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap. License. Last set coming up. She's too short. Yeah. Okay. Straight legs again. 50 piasera. Last deadlift. Whew. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's our knee exercise. Leg press calf raises. Beautiful. Okay, so we're done with this, guys. Whew. Need to put some oil on my head. I'm going to see my hair girl today to do a little tidying up around the perimeter with my head. I actually do not mind the look at all. I quite like it, how it looks right now. Just some of them are thin out a little bit because the hair falling out like your own hair naturally. And what they're holding on is kind of pulling. So, especially on the sides, more than anything, sides and the back. But nothing was sliding off, and everything is sitting there perfectly fine. Swipe it all.
Keep going. Keep going, don't worry. I'm adding the time. Just ready to time. You go. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And yeah. Bicycle. This one is going to be with the twist. Isolated bicycle. Yes, you go. Right in the band. One knee in. Like this, and you're going to hold it. Draw that belly button down. Oh, you. Okay. Switch. There we go. Switch. Water break. You got time, don't worry. Still got 10 minutes.
I know, I was looking at the top, twisting this way.
We are going to slow it down.
Yep.
We're going to work on your arms. Okay. Your feet. Let's go. Set round. Up. Last one. And
We're done with
So tomorrow